Hey YouTube, your girl is back. Your girl is back with another YouTube video. Happy Friday, happy Friday. It's your girl Nianta J, and I am back with another YouTube video. If you are listening to my beautiful voice and you are not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Sorry, y'all. Oh my goodness, let me turn my live off. But yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn those post notifications on. That way you'll be notified every single time I post. And if you are not able to catch this live, that is totally okay. Totally okay. Guess what, honey? It will be available for replay. Hey, Angela Brooks. Hey, hey, hey. How y'all doing on this Friday? Go ahead and speak to your girl and let me know that you are in the building, and we're gonna talk a little bit. I said I know that Friday is a popular day that everybody be going live. So before we get up in these YouTube streets and bounce around from live to live, I said I got a little free time, so let me come talk to my people. Hey, alive and prosperous. Hey, hey, hey. Thank y'all for joining and happy Friday. Hey, the Charlies. Hey, hey. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining in. If you are in the building, say hello, hello, and let me know that you are here. So, how's y'all doing? Girl, hey, yep, it's me. Hey, 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 honey. Yes, girl, baby. It is the hypocrisy for me, honey. It's the hypocrisy for me, and we're going to get into it, baby. We are going to get all the way into it because, baby, when I'm talking about double standards, hypocrisy, stuff just don't make no sense. It ain't adding up, and we're gonna get into it, girl. We is going to get into it, honey, okay? We is going to get into it. All right. Hello, hello out there, Casimir. It says the motherfucking shenanigans do too much for little on me. Okay, don't they? And don't it? Okay. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, hey, hey. Let's see. Let's see. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining on in here. So, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. The last time we talked, we were covering all the drama that popped off. I don't know if it was at the it was at the top of the week. I think it was like Sunday. Yeah, so all the drama that popped off Sunday has continued on, and now we are at the point where there is legal action being taken. And baby, okay, it's hey blessings, hey hey hey. So now we at the point where legal action is being taken, right? And I just want to say it is the hypocrisy for me. It is the hypocrisy for me. The nerve. Hey, Kendra. Hey, hey, hey. Is this my cousin, Kendra Johnson? I hope so. Hey, girl. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, like it has gotten to a point where okay, this is just gonna keep getting more ridiculous as we go on. But guess what? It's all right because we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna break it all the way down, honey. We is gonna break it all the way down. So, like I said, the last time that we talked, Sharita, Roz, Nana Powers, all going at it, all just it basically Sharita continues to lay Roz ass out. Okay, that's just pretty much how what's going on here. Every time Roz and Sharita get into it, it's nonstop information that she's uncovering, is nonstop hypocritical things that we already probably speculated were going on that Sharita is uncovering, and she just won't let up. Similar to how Roz won't let up on Treese. It's just look, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay, so Sharita, she's not stopping, and she's continuing to go in, and she's continuing to uncover different layers, and that has ruffled the feathers over there, honey. And now they want to take legal action. Okay, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on it. Hey, mother of three. Hey, hey, hey. So pretty much the back and forth continued after Sharita exposed, Nana Powers, and just for venting about some dysfunctional, things that were going on with her and her mom. They had that whole blowout. The back and forth continued, and it became a mudslinging contest on both ends. And here is the thing. Here is where I stand in the situation, right? Listen, I don't have a dog in the fight, right? So I'm not Team Sharita, and I goddamn show ain't Team Ross. Okay, so I can truly speak from this from a very just neutral place because I don't I'm not a diehard supporter of Sharita, even though I feel like what she's doing to Ross is very well, it's well warranted. You know what I'm saying? The back and forth may not, the things that are being said, the mud that is being slung, it may not be right. The things that are being said and done. However, Ross, this is I feel like what she is she this is what she gets. This is what she gets. Like my mama used to say, when you was doing something bad, when you was little and you fall and you scrape your knee, baby, this is what she get. So in this situation, I'm just speaking from a clearly just neutral, not even neutral, because I don't like Ross. So I can't even say it's neutral. But I'm just speaking from a place of it don't make me no different, whatever the outcome is, either way. But we're gonna call out the hypocrisy, right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to call out the hypocrisy. Hello, hello, Rita Williams. Hello, hello. So, in the midst of the back and forth and the mud slinging, and everybody just having the war of the words, like it has been for you know, live process rules. But yeah, in the midst of all this back and forth, the mud slinging, children they get drug into the equation, and children have been getting drug into the equation. Like I said, I think that the Roz and the people who support her and their family, I think they start getting amnesia. Anytime that the very same things that they have done to people starts getting done to them. But I guess Sharita started to talk about Nana's child. And from there, there was more back and forth. And Nana came on here letting everybody know that she's taking legal action against Sharita. She has contacted YouTube. She done pulled out her legal expertise, and she is exercising some legal action against Sharita, and so on and so forth. I was hearing certain clips of lives, and I think people were saying that they even tried to get a warrant out for Sharita's arrest. They were trying to call, I guess, I don't know if they were calling somebody, demanded that Sharita be locked up. And I'm just like, I don't understand how here we are taking legal action, but there has been no accountability and no type of ownership of what part this family has played in this mess. We wouldn't be here. We would not need to take legal action. There would be no need for nobody to call nobody and put no warrants out on nobody. There wouldn't be any need for any of this had Ross decided to pump her brakes and slow this thing down a long time ago. Okay? Um, Yep, it's me. Said I'm about to hit this highway, but I'm listening. No powers is an entitled brat. Oh yes, most definitely so. She most definitely is. We gonna get into her in a minute. She, because you said it right. Very entitled, very much so. Hey, OC girl. Hey. Um, Here's the thing that really baffles me about the talk of legal action. Like I said, it don't make me no difference either way, right? I don't know Sharita. I don't know none of these people, but I have been a person who has been observing this from the very beginning, and my opinion on the situation has stayed the same from beginning to end. I am one of the few people who has still taken the same stance that I took 2 years ago, looking at all this mess and all this drama. It all started with someone coming to this platform ridiculously being obsessed with attacking another black woman, being obsessed with tearing someone down, being obsessed with spreading false narratives about this woman. It all started with Roz not knowing how to stop and how to pull back and how to do commentary in a proper way, because it ain't what you do, is how you do it. All of this is a domino effect of her trying to dig a hole for somebody else, and she keep falling right into it every single time. And as much, and don't get me wrong, Sharita has drugged Ross through the damn mud. She done talked about her grandchildren. She done talked about her son. She done talked about whatever. But guess what? As much as Sharita has done and said on this platform about that family, best to believe they've been with the shit too. Okay, best to believe they don't dox, they don't talked about folks' kids, they don't made up lies on people and all type of stuff. So at the end of the day, I don't understand how we're getting to the point of taking legal action, but y'all is just as wrong as Sharita. Both of y'all been out here getting it in with each other. Both of you all have been out here being nasty and ugly to each other. Both of y'all been talking about each other kids. Both of y'all been going there with each other daily. I'm talking about daily. So at the end of the day, um Hey, Dookie Fada. Hey, hey, hey. OC Girl says, sorry that I'm late driving home from work. Rita Williams says, wait a minute. They spoke about her grandchild first, a newborn baby. The baby was in her daughter's womb while they were speaking ill on the baby after baby born. Okay. See, I didn't know that. And this is what I'm saying. I'm not against Sharita either. So just because I'm saying like I'm not team Sharita, I just can't be team Sharita because, I feel like I don't understand why she wanted to link up with Roz in the first place. But it's nothing against Sharita. I just feel like we wouldn't even be here had she not taken the initiative to link up with Roz anyway. Roz been some bullshit, okay? So I feel like, we wouldn't even have to go through all this had you saw her for what she was in the beginning, but don't get me wrong. This is in no way saying that, she started this because I most definitely don't think that Sharita started it. I think that Roz and Sharita fell out. I think that Roz started doing what she does to everybody. I think that she started trying to subliminally belittle and talk shit. And everybody is not going to play that nice nasty with you. Sometimes when you take it there with somebody, because I feel like Sharita felt betrayed. I felt like, I don't understand why she went to Roz's platform any goddamn way. So that's the part that I get confused about. And that's why I say that I can't just be 100% team her. But at the same time, I feel like she was hurt because wait a minute later, I done came on here. I done pretty much piped your content up. My tea that I've spilled on this lady has pretty much, helped your platform to grow. I came over here and I put the battery in your back to give you and feed you the information that you wanted, which was wrong as hell. I'm just gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? That went right on Sharita's end. You know what I'm saying? If you and Treese fell out, y'all just should have fell out and you should have gone on about your business and just took the fact that y'all fell out. So I would never understand people who fall out with Treese and run over to Raw. So that's why I always say I can't 100% be Team Sharita. However, I do feel like they barked up the wrong tree, and what Sharita is doing to Roz them is well warranted. I will say that. So, but yeah, so I don't tune into this religiously all the time. So it's been so much back and forth between Sharita and Roz that I don't know who said what first, you know what I'm saying? But I do remember, you are right, Rita. I do remember them talking about her grandbaby and her children. And Roz them, they have a very, very a track record of doing that. They have a track record of getting upset with people for not agreeing with them because it happened to me. They did it to me. Let's get into the comments so I don't get too far behind. The boss Jimmy else 56. Hello, hey. She says hello, Nyanta Jane, everyone in the chat. Good evening, and also happy Friday and wonderful weekend to you all. Thank you. Happy weekend. But yeah, so I do know that Ross has a track record of it starts out small, right? Same thing happened with me. I made a video and this is redundant. I've said it before, but we have newer people tuning in every time. So of course I'm going to always, give my perspective and how I was personally attacked as well. It started off small. It started off with me just having a different opinion on how Roz came out here speaking on Treese and attacking her on a daily basis, but expecting some type of empathy from her when her son passed, right? It started with me just saying, hey, you can't expect someone who you've attacked and torn down on numerous occasions to feel any type of way about your son passing. That just was my opinion about it. Even though the person may not be right for speaking on your son while they're deceased, you still can't get on here and put the focus on this person and how they're acting towards you because you have been very evil to this person before your son passed, right? That was just my opinion, right? Next thing you know, I'm being doxxed. I'm being lied on. And so Roz has in her family, they have a way of whenever someone does not agree with them or whenever someone has an opposing opinion, they take it to 10 automatically. They can't just accept the fact that Roz has chosen to do controversial commentary. She has chosen to attack another Black woman for a living. This is her side, not for a living, but this is her side hustle. She has chosen to make a full-blown side career out of tearing down a Black woman and her family and trying to ruin someone. They can't accept the fact that people will have a different opinion and speak out against that. And so when people just come, they did the same thing to Yep as to me. They did the same thing to a lot of people. When people just come and they give their perspective, they go to 10. They take it to 10. All because I said, hey, Roz, you should not expect someone who you've tried to ruin to have sympathy for your situation. I, oh, she's broke. She's struggling. She's not really a boss. She can't be successful. All she has is a bachelor's degree. She has a fake page. She like all type of allegations. And so everybody's not going to sit around and take the high road all the time. You have people like Sharita and people like other people who, okay, so since you just tried to go big on me, all because I had a difference of opinion, guess what? Watch this. I'm finna go big on you. And some people go for the juggler. They don't fight. You know what I'm saying? You can't get out here in these waters and not and expect people to just keep it classy. And so I think that's what happened with Roz and Sharita. I think that Roz tried to flip the script and let Sharita go after she had used her up and tried to kind of, diss her and let her on go. And and Sharita went having the shade, and Sharita went having all the underhanded shit that was going on. And I think that's what happened. All right, let's get into some comments. Shamika says, hey, love, it's crazy that all these people talk about Roz, but her lawyer daughter always come for you. Always, always. I'm talking about she was obsessed with me. I'm talking about people was on here dogging her mama, talking about her brother, all that. But you making videos about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was an obsession at one point. Alive and Prosper says, I can't rock with Sharita because she's so disrespectful to Rosalind deceased child. With that being said, I don't rock with Rosalind or Latrice's bullyish behaviors. And and everybody has that, their right to support who they want to support. Like I said, I can't fully just say I'm a diehard Sharita, like team Sharita, because I can't say that because I cannot ignore her linking up with Roz and putting that information out. I feel like that was just a whack move. It really was. So I can't just be like, go Sharita, go. But what I can say is what Sharita is doing to Roz is very much so well warranted. So that's what Roz get. Even though, like I said, I'm gonna always give Sharita the side eye because she was wrong as hell for coming out here doing, treats like that, all because of a small, disagreement. But at the end of the day, if from Roz trying to come out here and gain sympathy and act like she's being unfairly attacked, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're getting back what you're putting out. Yep, as me says, I was on that live. Grandma Bear went crazy when they started talking about her baby bear. That's where it all started. See, I remember that she had to compare her education against yours. Right, had to compare her education against mine, and your sister sitting up here 26 years old in somebody's damn dorm room. Child, please. TT and the crew says, I feel like both parties are wrong because Ross states she can bash people and it's okay, and no, it works both ways. Bullying and bullying. Yeah. And that is a respected opinion. That's why I said this type of situation, I don't feel no type of way. If Nana is able to successfully get Sharita's page taken, and oh well, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. It's very much so hypocritical to get on here talking about you taking legal action, but you are just as much a part of the problem as anybody else. Rita Williams says Dono did that to Toya Talk. Also, yeah, I remember that. And this is the thing about Toya Talk, because I heard her video last night as well. There was another sector, and I was defending a young lady that Toya Talk was going after. So I used to support Toya Talk, but then she started kind of like coming after a content creator. It was a long story, but anyway, I don't even agree with everything Toya Talk says when it comes to another content creator. But what she said about Nana was spot on. It was spot on. Even though I don't really support her channel anymore because of how she did another person, I didn't agree with it. At the same time, what she was saying about Nana was spot on. And even when her and Nana got into it or whatever, about it was about something else. It was another content creator situation. I guess Toya reached out to her for legal help, but then she took it back and said she wouldn't gonna use her legal advice. I don't know what the situation was, but either way, they were going back and forth. And then she started slick trying to talk about the girl kids. like you have a hair care business, but you're not combing your children's hair. And I'm like, oh, wait a goddamn minute. Now you and this lady, y'all just having a simple disagreement about something else on YouTube. Y'all have a disagreement about her criticizing your legal advice. And you start trying to throw slick shade at her, how she cared for her kids. Like, even though I don't support this channel anymore, that's still wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's still wrong as hell. Because at the end of the day, now she ain't said shit about your child. All she did was criticize your legal opinion, and you on here talking about her kids' hair. Like, who what and so when people pipe up on you and they take it to the next level, then it's a problem. Like, that's what I be saying. Like, that's the hypocritical shit that I be talking about. It's not that, oh, these people, they are, they have an opinion about somebody who I support or who I watch. It's not that. It's that I don't understand how it always turns into people not owning the role they play, people not understanding that when you're out here doing certain things, is going to warrant certain responses. You can't be out here lying on people. You can't be out here criticizing people. And you can criticize, but you can't be out here tearing someone down consistently and expect people to not do the same thing to you. Like, life don't work like that. The Charlie said, I say, get it all in court to expose that lawyer daughter Roz and Day Day. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's something they did to IG, Inclusion Guru, because she didn't say anything wrong. Exactly. Inclusion Guru came out here very classy. She came out here very classy, giving her opinion. Now, she didn't even take it all the way down with Roz, right? She was just giving her opinion, and she was giving it on a consistent basis. And because she had an opinion that was providing criticism to Roz, the same way Roz every day decides that she wants to get on here and provide criticism to Latrice, then it became, oh, this rashy faced lady, oh, she can't be successful, oh, she can't be this. It always goes from 0 to 100 because Roz fails to understand that, listen, ma'am, it's not what you're doing, it's how you're doing it. No one is saying you can't have a commentary channel and you can't provide your observations on what you're viewing, right? Because that's what commentary journalism, that's what all of this stuff is. But when you're continuously attacking someone on a daily basis the way you do Treese, then of course there's going to be a negative effect that comes from that. There's going to be a negative backlash. There's going to be people who are going to do the same thing you do, the same way you're sitting back watching Teresa's every move, studying what she's doing, and then you're coming to the forefront and you're tearing her down for every little thing. Then that is the same thing that's going to start happening to you at some point, because what you put out is what you're going to get back. I'm never going to come on here every day, even though, of course, there are certain topics that I covered for a while. Like, I covered the Keisha thing for a long time until it had a solution, and of course, we're going to talk about these things over and over. But at the same time, I'm not finna sit up here religiously 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day going live attack. Like, I'm not doing all of that. I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm gonna go on about my business, and I'm gonna speak facts, but I'm not gonna come on here attacking somebody, antagonizing somebody, and then not expecting to get some type of negative response from that. And I don't understand how you're not self-aware when you as at the age this woman is. You should have the level of self-awareness where you understand, hey, what I'm doing to Latrice is pretty vicious. What I'm talking about this woman is pretty deep. I'm opening up a lot of wounds. I'm doing a lot of things to this woman. I'm sitting up here. I'm putting some really deep stuff on this woman. Some stuff that may not be true. I'm doing something that can potentially and has potentially ruined this woman's brand. And I don't even some of the things that are coming out of my mouth about this woman and her children, there may not even be true. But I'm continuing to agitate this woman on a daily basis because because something inside of me just can't leave it alone. So I should understand that there's going to be some negativity that comes from this, because what I'm doing is so vicious. I don't understand how you're not emotionally intelligent enough to understand that what you're doing is warranting all of the responses. So when we get to talking about legal action, What are we taking legal action for? I don't understand, because your child Day Day just did a whole live with a infant baby in the thumbnail, riding the baby the whole time. She posted Sharita's children several times. So just as much as Sharita is over there talking about you, talking about your son, whatever, you are doing the same thing. So both of you all are in the same boat. Both of you all are doing the same shit to each other. The same thing that you do to Treese, Sharita is doing to you. You do it back to her. She do it back to you. And it goes on and goes on and goes on. So I don't understand how now we're telling everybody to rally around for this legal action, and you really expect people to just be gung-ho and have a positive opinion about it. And then when people speak out and say, no, that's some bullshit, then it's attack these people, you know? All righty. It says, I cannot talk about a person for 2 years. I can't. I cannot sit around. And this is the thing. Of course, we've been talking about it for a long time, right? You know, this has been going on for 2 years and we've been covering it. But I can't talk about someone that is not doing anything to me. It's a difference between, okay, the drama unfolds and we just cover it for as long as it carries out. But literally, this lady finds something new to talk about Treese on every week. Everything that Treese has going on in her life, she finds a way to nitpick it and pick it apart. So this is unwarranted. It's one thing if two people are arguing, two people are fussing, drama's happening, kind of like the Shade Room. The Shade Room covers all the drama that goes on with celebrities, right? They cover all the stuff that pop up. But the Shade Room, they don't go stalking Tommy, Natalie, Chris Brown, Lil Baby, Krishan, Blueface. They don't stalk these people's day-to-day lives. They don't care what these people ate for breakfast. They don't care what business deal they had that these people got going on behind the scenes. They don't care if these people built the pool in their backyard. The Shade Room don't give a damn if Krishan and Blueface went to breakfast and ate blueberry muffins. The small things don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Now, if something big happens, yes, they're going to cover it. If it's something that's newsworthy, yes, they're going to cover it. But they don't give a damn if somebody went to the corner store and their car got declined or their black car got cut off. They don't, it's like the small things that Roz chooses to pick apart, and then in her head turn them into big things. That's where it gets sick, and it just gets desperate, and it gets like, so you're doing this to another woman, but then when it's done to you, people are supposed to feel sorry, and we supposed to make some sense out of this quote unquote legal action, but you're very much so the problem. Like, if we come lay all the things out, if we uncover the stuff that's been deleted too, if we put all of this in front of a judge and just show a judge, like, look, this is what has happened from beginning to end. This is a lot of this is just cause and effect. The judge gonna look at you like you're damn crazy. Okay. And that's just my opinion. The Charlie says they act like Tree's not even human. Right. Like, y'all ride this lady 24/7. You Roz, you ride this lady 24/7, and then you really expect positivity to come from this. You really are upset because Sharita's not getting locked up, but you are literally on a mission to tear someone down. It's so bad that you can't stand this woman. It's so bad that you got on this platform and you saw this woman move into a new home, right? You lied and said you were a homeowner just to belittle this woman and make her feel bad about renting or whatever she was doing at the time. You made up a lie about your life to belittle somebody, and then had to come and admit that you lied to belittle the person. And people still support you and amen everything you do like you're not sick. That is sick. You literally are almost, I don't know how old, I guess you just turned 50. You are but at the time you have grandchildren. You are a mature, you have a mature woman on here making up lies about what accomplishments you have to try to diminish somebody else just so you can compare you and her. You wanted to bash her so bad about whatever that you made up a lie about being a homeowner when it ain't even that guy. It's not even that serious. Like, this is just one example of the many things that you have done. You went and you continuously tried to be friends with this woman's ex-boyfriend. The ex-boyfriend has talked about all your children, has talked about your deceased son, has laughed at your son dying, has done just as much, has belittled you on several occasions. I'm talking about rolled you for a long time. For a couple of weeks, you was the topic on this man channel, dragging you and your kids, even your deceased son. And you are calling this man your brother. He's your bro. So that you can continue to attack Latrice because you think it's going to make her feel bad that you are friends with her ex. You want so bad to see her mad about Coco and Lele that you're gonna continue to befriend them when they both drug you. You drug them. You call this woman a bad mama. You call him a sorry ass man. I'm talking about drug. Y'all don't drug each other for filth, but y'all want to be bonded so tight to keep tearing this woman down. And you really think that you deserve some type of justice for what Sharita's doing to you. Girl, later, bye. All right, let's get into the comments. It says Sharita has a lot of evidence on her. Hey, little black. Hey. Little black says, hey, 9 today. They are entitled Karens. Start and harass trees, but when others speak on Shrek and her hyenas, then they play victims and run to the police. Exactly. Kimberly McNeil says, who is she to be the judge and jury? No one. I'm talking about no one is perfect. Okay. Little Black says she is so jealous of Tree. She's doing and trying to live just like her. She's compared her Hawaii trip to Tree's being in the Bahamas. Now I hear she's doing a raffle just like Tree's. It's sick. Like, it is sick. It's like it's always a comparison. And that's what I was trying to say in my last video. Because Nana, she was, got back on her live and responded to people, giving criticism and things of that nature. And I had made a comment in my last video about, it's anybody can take their family on vacation nowadays, right? And I was talking about how, because a lot of people were accusing Roz of doing like a timeshare vacation for a discounted rate. I don't know how the hell Roz paid for her vacation. I don't really give a damn. When I brought up the timeshare situation, I was just saying it's more than one way to skin a cat. You don't have to try to compare every little thing that you do to somebody else, because everyone can take their family on nice vacations. There are very less expensive ways to take your family on vacation. So you don't have to get on here trying to, like she say, pop your collar about going on vacations when there are very inexpensive ways to travel if you plan properly. That's the only point I was trying to make. So in Nana's response video, she was like, and just for the record, the Hawaii trip wasn't a timeshare. It was too expensive for that. But I never said that, right? I'm not saying that that's what you did. What I'm saying is taking your family on a trip to Hawaii is nothing that you have to come on here and try to brag about, because what Roz, one of her statements was, people are coming at her because they're jealous, right? People are coming at her because she can give her family such a wonderful life. And I was just speaking to that, and by saying it's not a jealousy thing. People are speaking out against you because what you're doing is wrong, because it's nothing to be jealous of, because the shit that you're doing, people have been doing. That's the only point I was trying to make. How you go on your vacations, how you pay for your vacation, that's your business, baby. I'm just saying, since we're on the topic of timeshare, there is nothing wrong with taking your family on vacations if you have a timeshare discount. There is nothing wrong with finding creative ways to fly your family out the country. People do it all the time, so there's no need to keep coming on here and comparing every little thing. People are not speaking out from a place of jealousy. They're speaking out from a place of being tired and trying to stand up for what's right. Lisa T says chopping is delusional and a habitual liar. I'm talking about she's told several lies. I'm still waiting on her to clear up the lie about me. Exactly. She'll be disloyal to her kids for her hate for trees. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Sharita is doing nothing no different than all the rest of them people was doing that you're not linked up with. Chase rolled your ass. Tanya rolled your ass. Coco rolled you. Lele rolled you. They did the same thing when they fell out with you. The same shit that you and Sharita going through. That's the same thing you went through with Coco. That's the same thing you went through with Chase. That's the same thing you went through when Tanya was over there with Trees. That's the same thing you went through with these very people who you are now embracing and welcoming to your platform. So if there's forgiveness that you have for them, then why are we still on here trying to make Treese the topic? And this is the thing. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. If you want to do commentary on a specific individual, this is a free country. Do as you please. But when it warrants a response, don't get mad. That's all I'm saying. It says the same man that said his brains was noodle and splat all over the driveway. Yes, this is what he said about your child, your deceased child. This is what he said. And yet you are forgiving him and calling him bro, but you hate Treese. And the excuse used to be, well, Treese spoke on my deceased son, so that's why. But no, now we have 3 or 4 people who don't spoke on your deceased son, and you love them and you welcome them on your platform all the time. So what's the problem? Like, what is it really? It's really that you're obsessed with this woman. And so Sharita is just really, this is really a mirror. This is a mirror setting in your face, showing you this is how you look attacking Trees. The same way you looking at Sharita like she crazy, and the same way you don't understand why she can't just leave you alone, that's the same way that Treese feels about you. Period. Jewel B says, "Hey, 9 to J in chat. I'm a new subscriber. Thank you. Love the one way you break. Love the way you break everything down. I totally agree. She has just met her match. Rita is doing a you on you. Right. That's all it is. Rita just pulling a you on you, Ross. She's just pulling a you on you. And like the same way that well, she talked about my granddaughter, she did this. Okay, and you talked about her children. You talked about her grandbaby. You know what I'm saying? So what we going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot, and that's why I tell people all the time on these YouTube streets, once it's up, it's stuck in certain situations. You cannot tear people down and expect for your family and your children and grandchildren to be off limits where you're on here tearing other people's children. Because let's not forget how you did Randy. Let's not forget that when you and Treese were arguing and going back and forth at one point, you literally were accusing this beautiful little girl. This, I think at the time she probably was 8 years old, 7, 8, however old. You literally were accusing this little, hey, Shonda Stall, hey. But yeah, hey, Gilda, hey. But yeah, you were literally putting out vicious rumors about this little girl, about what you thought was going on with her and her brothers. That is sick. That is sick. That's what you were putting out onto your platform. And at the end of the day, like I said, guess who was sitting right there with you? Guess who was sitting right there with you, helping you spread that bullshit? Sharita. So this is what you signed up for, because you were, when it benefited you, you was willing to rub elbows with her, and you was willing to go there about the kids. You see how life double backs and kicks you in your butt when you're doing something wrong. You see how you were so willing to share your platform with Sharita as she said malicious things about what y'all thought was going on with those children. You see how as soon as you and Treese got to arguing, you said some really nasty things about what Rennie. I don't even think that. I don't even want to repeat it, but you said nasty, vicious things about that baby and what was going on, which I feel like was a whole bunch of made up lies anyway. What somebody told you was going on that you didn't know for a fact. This is the same person who you sat here and you dog kids out with, remember? And now that this person has flipped on you, and now that your kids or grandbabies been dogged out, now you everybody's in a frenzy. And don't get me wrong, is it ever okay to talk about children? Absolutely not. Will I come on here and dog somebody's children out? No. But at the same time, we're not going to sit up here and pretend like we've forgotten. We're not going to sit up here and pretend like we got amnesia, because this was just your buddy. This was just your friend. Ain't that your friend? Y'all know, if y'all watch Baddies, I know what I was talking about. But ain't that your friend? Ain't that your friend? Ain't that your homegirl who you was on here talking about kids with all day? Making up rumors, making up allegations about what allegedly was going on. So now it's a problem though. Now we got to take legal action when it's somebody else, when it's your kids though. Okay. Shauna Turner says they're mad because Rita exposed the kidney failure. Angel around says, and have you all noticed she comes for Rita, but not DJ or Renee Rat? She only, this is the thing. I think that at one point her and DJ even had got back cool. I think that Roz just wants to be, I think she's selective about who she gets into it with, because she never know who she want to link back up with to bash Treese. I think that's honestly what it is. Hey, Jess's reacts. Hey, hey, hey. I know you line says new sub. Hi chat. I see you on point already. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Jess's react. Bless on both says, hi everyone, new to the channel, but I like your commentary. Thank you. Thank you. Jewel B says, and I indicate how familiar you are. And I don't know how you are familiar with Toy Live, but I was so shocked to find out that Nono have did this before. I knew she was a fake lawyer. I mean, oh yeah, she definitely came for me, honey. She definitely came for me. I'm talking about I wanted to dox the hell out of me. But see, the thing about her is she can find shit on me, but a damn PPP loan. And baby, listen, I have my proof for that. Okay. So at the end of the and once again, you trying to put people information out and you trying to discredit people. Damn, I can't have a business on the side. I can't have things that I can't be successful because I don't agree with you. I'm 30 years old. You know how many side hustles I've had? You know how many things that I've tried? I have a license to do what I do as well. But because I don't agree with what you're saying, I just can't be an educated person. I can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the delusion. It's the delusion. I'm like, you on here trying to dox me, and I'm on here looking like, baby, we done already talked about this on my what are we talking about here? What are we doing here? All because someone gave an opinion. But then if I would have went big on you, which I didn't, because I'm like, I know who I am in real life. I know anything that I do in real life is 100% backed up by any receipts. I can pull up receipts right now for you. You know what I'm saying? But I just chose not to take that right, because I'm not going to do this with you every day. But it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that makes me like, okay, so why are we suing people again? What's going on here? Because I could have sworn all y'all was in this shit going at it with each other for 2 years. I just could have sworn that was what was going on. Hey, Black Alien. Hey. Julie says no, not her friend, her buddy. She was her sis. Yeah, that was your sis. Ain't that your sis? That was just your sis, though. That was just your sis. Lisa T says, Nice day. I love your commentary. You're on point with delivering this live. Thank you. Thank you. Says, yes, get him for Sharita. F the Snot Scott says, no, say everybody else can do their content except Sharita Child. Jewel B says, in my opinion, the whole family is crazy and slow, and they're going through all this because they don't believe in God. Hey, Tia Mar. Hey. It says, hi, Nine. I see you live. I'm doing good. How you doing, Tia Mar? Yeah, they want to do it when nobody else can do it. Exactly. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. That's what they on, honey. They on what's his name? Darn, I can't think of his name at this point, but y'all know who sang that song. They on that. They on that, honey. They on some. Listen, we can come on here. We can make up lies. We can say shit that we can't prove. You know what I'm saying? We can get on here and we can just make shit up. You know what I'm saying? We can just run with shit. Just like even when she was responding to people saying, that, hey, how can you get on here, and how can your mom come for Treese so heavily, but there has been dysfunction in your family? And she was saying, well, because I made a statement. I was just like, dysfunction is dysfunction. Even though people have different things happen in their life, in some situations that may be worse than others when it comes to strained relationships with children, at the end of the day, you and your mother have also had issues as well, just like Courtney and his mother have had dysfunction as well. And she was like, but my mom never SA'd her children. My mom did not do this. And I'm like, there has been no evidence provided that Treese did that to her son. And that's a whole nother conversation that I'm not even that I'm not going to branch off into. But I would think that if I'm a lawyer and I know there are allegations out about this woman, I'm not going to get on my platform spreading those allegations as if they're true when this woman has done her due diligence. This woman who is being accused of these things, she has done her due diligence to prove her innocence. She has her recording. She has her witnesses. You know what I'm saying? So that's a situation that if I'm a lawyer, oh yeah, finesse 2 times. If I'm a lawyer, I would not be so quick to get on here and tell somebody did something to their children when this person has not been found guilty of that. And there's enough evidence out here that could, work in her favor. If her child were ever to go to court, we don't know how that would go. So what educated person, what person who's what person who has a good common sense would get on here and say, well, yeah, no, my mom didn't do this to her children. Well, how the hell do you know if Treese did that to her child? These are allegations, baby. At this point, these are rumors. So we just supposed to take what you say at face value because your mama don't like Treese. We supposed to believe the allegations because come on now. Is I don't believe she's a lawyer. That's good to hear you doing good, TMR. Good. Shauna Thought says, yes, I remember when Nona was coming for you. That's when I found out Shauna. Yeah, honey. I'm talking about she thought she had spilled some tea, baby. She thought she had spilled some tea. All because I said her mama shouldn't be on here expecting no sympathy from nobody who she don't destroy. TMR says, child, I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm enjoying your commentary. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, Lisa T, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Exactly right. It's just, this is the thing. I just think that I cannot stand a person who does not take accountability for the role they played in something. Like when I did my commentary and, after Roz had, got on here and she was expressing herself about, Treese saying stuff about her son, I took accountability that, hey, her son did just pass away and their kids' emotions still could very well be high. So I was woman enough to understand that, hey, even though I'm doing commentary, I'm still talking about a topic. Even though my intentions with my commentary was never to be evil or vicious, I can still understand how it could be received the wrong way if you're someone who's still grieving, right? And I was woman enough to say that. And I've just never seen Roz or any of her children or her 2 daughters, I've never seen them say, hey, except for the one time that they did apologize to somebody. But even after she apologized to the girl, she went right back into doing the same shit. But, I've never seen, outside of that, I've never seen them say, hey, here is where I went wrong. Here is how I can do things better. And even the one time where it sounds like Roz was about to come on here and say that, her daughter hopped on her live and cussed out and told her don't stop. So, even when it did sound like she was about to change the direction of her commentary and she was going to try to do things differently. Her daughter came out here, now, F that, this is your sect, So, for me, I just feel like it's either you gonna go all the way there or you ain't. It ain't no in between. It ain't no, okay, your mama on here talking about folks, doxing folks, cussing folks out on a daily basis. You are willing participant in that, but then you gonna take legal action when somebody start doing the same shit back. Like that's the part that gets fuzzy for me. And that's the part that I don't understand. And that's why I say that this is really hypocritical legal action, because what are we taking legal action on with something that you helped to create? This is chaotic because you help create it. You know what I'm saying? Angels Around says, I absolutely love the way you break things down. I'm a new subscriber. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, grieving is definitely no excuse for bad behavior. And, people will take what you say and they will try to twist it. And, oh, well, you support Latrice, so that means that you support this. And that means that you're condoning someone being a bad mom. And you support Tree, so you support her talking about Roz's son. And, oh, that means, and no, it doesn't mean any of that. I'm an adult. I very well know right from wrong. I very well know that cussing folks out, talking about folks' kids, talking about folks to see loved ones, all of that is wrong. I very well much so know that. But I also have common sense enough to know that if you are someone who is a willing participant in vulgar, just egregious, aggressive behavior daily, this is what you do for a check, then that is going to come with the commentary, and you have to take some type of ownership in the role that you played. So before you go to hollering about legal action, because at that point you're just trying to throw your weight around and try to silence somebody. And that's never a good move. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that is going to get you far in life. And I'm just here to shed light on that. You can't always think that you're gonna try to throw out your accomplishments or throw your weight around and go put a damn lawsuit on somebody to get your way, and to keep doing the evil shit that you're gonna do. Like that's not how life works. You know what I'm saying? Even if you are able to successfully get Sharita Page taken down or whatever, there's still going to be more people and more people that come to the forefront and speak out against your mom, because what your mom is doing is just simply wrong. The way she's doing it is wrong. She will not let up on this damn lady. Even through all the other people that are attacking her, talking about her family, doing whatever, she is hell bent on keeping the conversation structured around Latrice. She is hell bent on bothering this woman. This woman ain't thinking about her. Until this woman is sitting in her home, just minding her business, and your mama just keep on and keep on and keep on and keep on. And so that's why people are having such, they're having a reaction to it. They're tired of it because it is bullying, it is harassment, you know. Julie says, and they portray to be a perfect family. There ain't no such thing as a perfect family or parent, period. Exactly. And that's all I was saying in my first live. I'm not up here saying that, I'm excusing someone, being a bad parent, or it's okay to, be unstable, because I even brought up, how they keep bringing up evictions and people who've had evictions and hardships. And I'm not saying that it's acceptable to be getting evicted and it's acceptable to be dysfunctional with your kids. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, we don't have no heaven and hell to put nobody in. So I would never get on this platform on a daily basis and criticize somebody for regular life shit. Sometimes people get evicted. Sometimes people get locked up. Sometimes people, you know what I'm saying? It is. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, life is not just all sweet. And I think that Roz's problem is she comes on here sitting high and looking low and trying to portray that she's never had any issues in her family. And as more things get exposed over and over again, there is no accountability being taken. It's just, oh, people are jealous, oh, this, or like, you're trying to keep covering up your dirt but trying to expose somebody else's. You're not going to be able to expose somebody else's hand without exposing yours too. It don't work like that. If you want to expose somebody else's hand, you're gonna have to expose yours in the process. If you're not willing to do that, and you need to go on about your business, because you have made it your sole purpose to tear down trees and uncover all these layers and things of that nature. But then you don't want any backlash, and you don't want anybody to say anything. You just want people to sit back and be like, okay, we believe what you say, Roz. Okay, we support it. We ain't gonna say that. Like, no, that's not how it works. Hey, Divine Time. Hey. Snotty says, I'm sorry, I'm disrespectful, but I'm getting y'all hitbacks for y'all. It says, so no came for you. Why did she do that? Can you please tell us why? Well, she came for me because basically after Roz's son passed away, she came on here and she was still wanting to do commentary on Treese. And so one day she was talking about, how so many people had reached out to her and they were giving her condolences, and even people who she had disagreements with were telling her that they were sorry about her son. And she said that Treese was a terrible person because Treese could even offer that. And she was also saying that Treese was a terrible person because Treese pretty much told her that it was her karma. And what I was saying was, even though I don't believe in karma and stuff like that, what I was saying was, you cannot expect Treese to offer you any type of kind words at this time. You cannot expect Treese to go easy on you because you torn her down. You have done some hateful things to her. At this point in time, Roz had interviewed people from Treese's warehouse, trying to get, talking about her season and had poisons in them, ruin this woman's business. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had really done some stuff to Treese, talking about her kids daily. They were really riding Treese right before Roz's son passed away. And she continued to come on the platform shortly after her son passed away, but she expected people not to, she expected Treese to have mercy on her, I guess. She expected Treese to not hit her below the belt. And what I was saying was, you can't expect that from someone who you've torn down and who you've been hateful to. And so her daughter made a live. She called me thirsty. She said I was broke. She said I'm on YouTube, scrap for cash. I'm trying to chase clout off their family. And so, I made a video and I cleared it up. I was like, no, it was never that. But I understand that I understand you're grieving, so it's a sensitive time. So I was trying to take the high road, like, okay, my bad for speaking on it maybe so soon, but my opinion is my opinion. So then she made another live. She spoke on my brother. She said that my mom should have learned from the situation. She's like she was lying. Like so she was lying on me. So my mom came in her comment section. My mom a little crazy, y'all. My mom, my mom don't do social media. So she was like, who the hell is this damn child attacking my daughter when I know my daughter doesn't do comment? I know my daughter does not come from a bad place. So my mom was like, in her comments, like, no, like my child's not like that, like what the fuck? So basically, my mom was in her comments, like, what type of lawyer you is, what the fuck wrong with you? And so basically she made another live and she had my mom's picture up there. She was talking about my mom. She was bashing my mom. She pulled up my name. She couldn't find no eviction. She couldn't find shit. All she could find was the damn PPP damn loan. And let me tell you something, baby. If I was gonna scam the PPP loan, baby, I would have got that 40, baby. I wouldn't have got no damn 13. Baby, I do have a side hustle. I had a side hustle since I was 18 that I've been claiming on my taxes for a very long time. Do your research on who qualified for the PPP, baby. You didn't have to have no big business do no PPP, baby. As long as you can prove that you've been collecting money for your side hustle and it was affected by the pandemic, you definitely could have got one. But anyway, either way, she exposed my information, but she didn't lick my address. She just spelled my first and last name, pull my mama Instagram up, talk about my mama, cracking on my mama, all that type of stuff, lying. And then like, that smoke had cleared. And it was another young lady who I think she may have been live today. Yep, it's me. She came to the forefront and she was also giving Roz criticism. And but she wasn't showing her face at the time. And so they felt that, well, because this was another a young woman who had a child, giving her opinion, they thought that Yep is me was me. They thought that I had a fake page and I was Yep is me. So basically, Roz got on her live and she was like, yeah, Nyanta J is mad. She has an alias page and she's made a fake page and she's come back to the platform as another person and she's trying to disguise herself and come for us. And so they literally lied on me. So I went live and I showed myself. I'm like, lady, what the fuck you talking about? I ain't got no fake page. I'm talking about it's 4th of July. I'm eating ribs. I'm up here. I got me a little wine cooler. I'm eating some ribs. And I'm like, lady, I do not have a fake page. Just because me and your daughter got into it and we had words. Because when her daughter made a video attacking my mom and shit, I made one last video, but I left it alone because I have a real life outside of this shit. Like, I don't give a damn what a bitch say about me on the internet. So basically, she was like, yeah, yeah, she's mad because Nana checked her, so she's come back with a fake page. Yeah, we have IP addresses. We have an IP address that says that Nyanta J, they call me Anta J, Nyanta J, she has a fake page. So I'm like, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? I ain't got no fake page. So I go live on the 4th of July. I'm like, bitch, and the videos are still there on my page. But I think Nana deleted the ones about my mom and stuff. But yeah, so then Yep is me. She shows herself like, no, this is me. Like she does like a little video of herself. And to this day, they have never cleared the shit up. They have never said, oh damn, my bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about y'all done got on here, told these folks I got a fake page, told these folks that y'all got an IP address that lead back to me. Yeah, she was mad because not checked her. Bitch, your daughter ain't checked shit. What are you talking about? But so long story short, that is the backstory between how I got attacked from Roz and her crew. You know what I'm saying? But that's just an example of the bullshit they do. And until they won't speak on shit like that. They won't get on here and take accountability and be like, okay, y'all, my bad. We got it wrong. We got it wrong. That girl didn't have no fake page. You know what I'm saying? But we'll expect people to believe what they're saying and have some type of respect for them. That's the shit I don't understand. Whew. All right. That was look, we had to go back down memory lane, y'all. But it says, I think LA is a good mother, considering mothers that killed their children, starved their children, abandoned their children. Exactly, Rita. Say it again. As long as you ain't starving your children, abandoning your children, unaliving your children, abusing your children, if as long as you're not doing stuff like that, like evil stuff to your kids, if you got evicted, you can still be a good parent. If you had a rough upbringing, you went to jail a few times, you had some evictions, you can still come back from that. You can come back from anything. There are a lot of people with testimonies. There are a lot of really noble people. Oprah has a testimony. Tina Turner has a testimony. I actually read Tina Turner's memoir, and she was just speaking about how she actually had a checkered past because she was dealing with different members of the band with that Ike had. And so a lot of people don't know this, but she had a romantic relationship with one of the band members. So she even had a little controversy. Like, everybody has a story. And I just don't like how that family gets on here and you all want to be so judgmental and tear people down as if y'all ain't got no struggles. So y'all just perfect. So nothing, you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. I'm not one of those people that have to see people struggle to support them, because that ain't what it's about. But it's about sweeping around your own front door. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Tracy Jones. Hey, hey, hey. Yep, Treese is real. They don't like it. Exactly. Treese may not be perfect. She have done good, the bad, and the ugly on this platform, and we've seen it all play out. But one thing about it, she is who she is. And whatever she's done, good, bad, ugly, if she ain't no good mama, if she ain't no good friend, if she ain't no good business owner, whatever the flaws are about her, she minding her damn business. Period. It says, why should LA give any condolences to her after call? Exactly. Like, you literally expect this woman to respect you. You expect her to leave. You expect her to, just sit back and take your criticism, but you call a CPS on her. Girl, get out of here. Mm-mm. And then it's malicious. It's malicious. Kimberly says, I remember the timing of that. That's right. That was right for her. Yeah. Yes, the people have no respect. No respect. Yes, she did, honey. Yes, yes. It says, this is how they bully people, try to run them away. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It says, you remove yourself and went off. Now, I did, baby. And I said what I said, and I just leave it alone, But, that's just what that was an example of some of the things that I've dealt with from this crew. So, I don't understand how, hey, Lucy Lou, hey, hey, hey. I don't understand how we're sitting up here talking about we taking legal action, but we're not even taking accountability. Let's start with taking some accountability before we start trying to take legal action. That's my advice to the situation as an innocent bystander over here. It's just everything they say is made up. They misuse, they cry. Yeah, like they are literally manipulating their audience, and their audience just eat the shit up. Like, one day Ross can say, F Coco, he a bad man. He's lazy. He's nasty. He's yuck mouth. He's disgusting. I would never be with a man like him. And here go her audience. Yeah, that's right. Yep, yep. Tell him, Ross. Tell him, Ross. You better tell him, girl. That be them. 5 minutes later, like SpongeBob. Coco's my bro. Coco, my bro, y'all. I love him. He's such a good man. We gonna support him in Lele. We hope they can join us in Las Vegas. We hope we could be in their wedding. Yes, we love Coco. Like, this is literally how fucked up, she has these people. Like, she literally have these people in a trance over there. She can be like, F Chase, we off with her head. We're gonna send somebody to New York. We're gonna send somebody to get her. We're gonna send somebody to get her, you guys. We're gonna send somebody to. I want her address. I want to see where she is. This is her. Next minute. Don't for life, don't sister for life. We love them over here. We all are like-minded women, and the people just eat the shit up. I'm telling y'all, I cannot make this up. And it's just, it be like, okay, am I in a twilight zone here? Like, was y'all? It's crazy, y'all. Yes, Alive and Prosperous. The way they did Shannon was terrible. I'm talking about dox this damn lady, and she wouldn't even have anything to do with it. I'm talking about put bad reviews up and then gave her a half-ass apology. Mm. I said, I meant that you were in your car and you exited. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I don't know one mother that's perfect. I don't. And I'm not condoning people be unstable because I preach to my friends all the time like make the right decisions, be, what I'm saying, but people have misfortune, lives happen. Everybody can't do everything the right way all the time, especially when you're growing and you're learning and you've been faced with certain things. A lot of times growing up in single parent households, it's a little bit different when you've been having mama and daddy there to kind of hold your hand. So I have friends who they've never made mistakes, they've never gotten in any trouble. They've always walked a straight line. And then I know people who their life may be a little bit more chaotic in certain areas, but they eventually pulled it together. And it's just like you never know what someone's story is going to be. So that's why I just be so against that judgmental tearing people down stuff. Like I like commentary, right? Because I feel like commentary allows you to catch up with what's going on in these people's lives, your favorite public figures. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with commentary, but it just was, you know what I'm saying? It just was it's a thin line between giving commentary and just being straight up hateful. And then when you take it to the next level and then you calling CPS and then you linking up with people who are associated with this person to further tear that person down, that's just weird to me. That's just weird behavior. Like that's just something that I don't condone. Well, yeah, I definitely wasn't no angel now. He definitely wasn't no angel. But I just thought that was very interesting. Like when I read like the book when I was a little girl, I wasn't supposed to be reading it. My mama had checked it out from the library. And I was like, oh my God, like that was a fun fact. Like, oh my God, Tina was actually like, she was in love with somebody else from the band, like that was just some tea. But it was just an example of how like you never know like people's backstory. Like we just see when it comes to these celebrities and stuff, like we see the glow up. Like we see like, we see the glitz and the glam, but everybody has a little bit of juicy details that have happened in their life. And there was a whole bunch of other stuff in the book, but I feel like that was, it was kind of like that was just an example of how like everybody has like that checkered past. Like Oprah has talked about things that she struggled with having, issues with her mom. And it's just a lot of different things that people go through and they turn out to be these beautiful people that have changed people's lives. And it's kind of like, where would, if and they were able to do that because it wasn't no social media. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, people just accepted for who you were, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and they believed in you until you grew into someone different. And I feel like we lack that in this generation. I feel like everybody wants to hold people down by their ankles with all this with mistakes, and it's kind of like let people live, like let people grow, let people change. You know what I'm saying? Rosalind had a few names for Chase, dishing out local trash and Chad. We've seen this ish from day one. Okay, okay. Jewel B says, and they all need hooked on phonics because they can't spell or add. Did you hear what No said? 38 divided by 2 was? No, I ain't hear that, girl. I did not hear that, honey. It says, right, if you can't be accountable, be honest. I have no room to watch you're on social media. It's enough for me. Right. Just be accountable. Like, ain't nobody perfect, but just be accountable. Hey, Mariah. Hey. Sharonda says she's only teaming up with him because she is outnumbered. And that's crazy. And that's crazy to me that she feels like you need an army to take somebody down. Like it's that serious that you feel like you need to have an alliance on these YouTube streets. Like this is just social media. You can literally close your laptop, close your phone at any time and just mind your business. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never gonna go and link up with somebody who has got on here disrespecting me in such a way. Like, even if Ross were to say, okay, now, and today, my bad, I ain't mean to lie on you like that. I'm still not gonna rock with you or your content or what you do because I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that deep for me. It says correct, Sharonda. That's why they're mad at Rita because she didn't back away. She destroyed Coco's page, but Sharita's going toe to toe. Yeah, Sharita ain't letting up on her, honey. She ain't letting up. Julie says, "Oh my God, girl, I scream so loud at work now. You about to get me fired now." And that's how I be, like SpongeBob. F Coco, he's a despicable man. I don't know how she can lay up with him. 1 minute later, that's my bro. That's my bro. I can't wait till they come to Vegas. All right. It's this LA. They trying to get you to pay for their wedding. Okay. And they love bring her up. Lele still talk about the trees. Lele ain't think about you. She got a whole nother man. And then it'd be like in the midst of all the drama, in the midst of everybody going back and forth, here go Lele in the corner. And Tree's going to jail. And Tree's going to jail. Lady, you said Trees was gonna be in prison by now. Girl, shut up. Somebody go check on her and make sure she is okay. Says right, that's very spiteful. It says Coco and Lele on live now talking. LA getting clout, Lake getting clout off them. They crazy. It says, right, let her redeem herself. I think Teresa's doing good too. I think that, I think that no one is going to do things exactly how I would do them, right? So it's easy to sit back and say what you should have, could have, would have done. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, everyone knows what's best for them. And as long as you ain't on here being like no serial killer, or you ain't on here, doing some crazy stuff, I'm not going to sit up there and tear this mother down. Like, even with the situation with her and her son, like, you have to know their relationship from the beginning to understand why some people just choose to stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch her and her son for years, they've always had a strained relationship. There was a chain of events that happened before those allegations came out. So as an individual who is intelligent enough to understand that, I can't get involved and start calling this woman all these names, because I see how it's different when you're dealing with two people who have a following. When we can see that with Mr. LaTruth and his wife. Things are different when the cameras are in play. A lot of things get misconstrued. A lot of things are not what they seem. So it's best that if you don't have 100% facts, I'm not gonna get on here riding nobody about something that I don't know to be 100% true. It says Tree started the whole play right before our eyes. Baby Sunshine says it speaks volumes how Roz and her kids are now Team Dote and Coco slash Lele, Layla. Roz only teamed back up with them. She fears losing supporters and couldn't handle Dote, Coco, or Layla. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Because I'm like, okay, you and your children spoke very passionately about people who were speaking on, your son. And I'm sorry, I just don't see how you can forgive these people and not only forgive them, like, okay, because if you forget them, okay, all right, whatever. But then to like just so openly welcome them back to your platform and just try so hard to team up, like, that's how like, you're intimidated by this woman. You need all these people to back you up. Like, if you knew in your heart that what you were saying was nothing wrong, and you knew that you were doing nothing wrong, you wouldn't need to go team up with anybody. Like, I don't even, I've never in my life cared about linking up with nobody on YouTube or joining forces. I'm gonna get on here, I'm gonna say what I say, whether it's 160 people watching or whether it's 16 people watching. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna come on here when I feel like coming on here. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. We're gonna have a good conversation, and that's just gonna be it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to team up or have an alliance. Like, she would be like, we have an alliance. What you need a alliance? This is not Survivor, ma'am. This is not Survivor. We're not on the island. This is just commentary. You don't have to have no alliance with nobody who don't disrespected your children. Like, this man on here coming after your 25-year-old daughter, belittling her for being a virgin. Like, that's a grown man talking to a young woman like that. Like, that's disgusting. And you excuse that type of behavior, but you want people to still support you bashing Latrice. Like, at this point, you have deeper issues. Like, why can't you take accountability, and why can't you do things in a more tasteful way? Like, why can't you just say, hey, I'm not going to do commentary that's going to tear someone down or cause them to, like, put their brand in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this woman was a brand. Like, this woman built her brand on her back. Latrice didn't build her content off of talking about anybody else. She came to Facebook and she chose to allow us to see her struggles with motherhood, her struggles with having a checkered past, her struggle with having childhood trauma. She allowed us into her world, and she built a following off of that. Millions of people fell in love with her because of that. And so, it's not right to, want people to rally behind you to tear someone down, but then when you're getting the same treatment, you want people to rally behind you to stop it. Like it don't make sense. It says, I apologize for being a me on a platform, but I don't like them. Oh, ain't that wrong, honey? It says, did you see Lay live last night? Oh my god, she was acting like something was in that cigarette. I saw a snippet of it. Lay needs help. I don't know why she feels like Treese is obsessed with her and Coco, but baby, don't nobody want that damn man. You came on here and told us this man went upside your head and all that. This man said y'all didn't have no money, baby. Don't nobody want him but you. Okay. It says, girl, they be trying to be around everybody that lady had been with. Just let her be and move on. Didn't Layla say she want? Okay. Like, I don't understand. Like, that's why even, just looking at all the people who are now trying to team up with Raw, is like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Like, okay, if for the people who used to hang with Treese and they didn't like her or they feel like she was a bad friend, okay, you went to hang out with Treese, you feel like she's a bad friend, she don't know how to talk to people. Okay, where does that turn into? So now we finna go over here with Roz and we finna try to take her down every time we get, every chance we get. Like, that's the shit I don't understand. Even that's why I said that's partially why I just can never just be like, I never understood Sharita's angle when her and Roz were together. Like, okay, so because someone's not a good friend and they don't know how to talk to people, they deserve to be bashed and degraded every day. She didn't steal from you. She didn't harm you. She didn't take your man. She didn't sleep with your man. She didn't steal out your pocketbook. She ain't forge your signature, and then all she did was talk to you crazy and had you fucked up. And so in return, you finna dedicate every day to tear her down with somebody who was just tearing you and your kids down. I don't understand it, baby. Y'all gonna have to make that one make sense to me because I just don't understand that one. Wanda says, y'all need to see the live tonight. They are pathetic and saying we're slow for following her. Like, they got it going on. Like, this is the thing, and that's what I'm saying. Like, the focus is off here. If y'all are so happy and y'all are about to be married and y'all are in love, then why do y'all give a fuck? Like, I wish my man would want to keep sitting up here talking about his ex-girlfriend every day. Baby, you will be back over there with her because that's annoying. People can follow who they want to follow. Like, don't be a hater. I've never, even with Roz, if Roz reached 1 million subscribers, I promise you, I wouldn't feel no type of way because I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't care. Like, nothing inside of me is gonna be boiling mad if she has fault. Like, who cares? People are gonna like what they like. Like, if you are about to get married and you're planning a wedding and your life is going so wonderful and your man is everything, then baby, love on your man. Go take a bubble bath together, eat some grapes, rub your hand through his hair. Why you on him worry about his ex-girlfriend? It's like y'all want her to be the sister wife or something. Goodness. Oh, all right. Let's catch up on some comments. It says her lawyer daughter told her she shouldn't be friends with anyone who has talked about her brother, and she shouldn't. She should not. It says Chase made Roz cry on one of her lives. She was extremely hurt. Also said she would never ever talk to Tanya because money involved. Roz sold her soul to her enemy. She did. Like, she did. I remember her dragging Tanya. They put Tanya address out and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now everybody just kumbaya. Like, it don't take all that. It don't take all that. It says another thing, I don't need to see that mess. It says her lawyer daughter told her not to be friends with anyone who has talked about her brother. I mean, yeah, no, and if she told her that, then that was right. I didn't say I just saw the pan a couple minutes and dip. Layla is crazy. That man went upside her head and now she's going to marry her. Exactly, Layla. Let's not forget, baby. Okay, let's take a walk down memory lane. You were just on here screaming in the camera about this man going upside your damn head. Don't nobody want him but you. Don't nobody want him but you. This man was being a whole prostitute over there for Treese, honey. He was over there trying to get whatever he can get out this woman. This man was over here bragging about using a woman. This man said out his own mouth he was not attracted to her. He didn't love her. He just was using her for her money. So that's prostitution. That's what your man admitted to to thousands of people that as a grown, able-bodied man, instead of him getting out of jail and get back into the workforce and get it out the mud like a real man would, he wanted to go lay up with somebody he was unattracted to for a check. Baby, you got bigger fish to fry. Okay? Pitiful. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, she made her cry, honey, when she was talking about her mama. Yes. It says, yeah, Lay just trying to gaslight Trees. She want money for that fake wedding announcement. Great job at Trees for ignoring their ass. Okay, that's all it is. Like they just want her to respond, and I hope she don't give it to them. Don't give them no attention. Yeah, I mean, they got to. They got to, because I promise you, like it was like I've never seen a man literally can't stop talking about his ex. Like y'all say she was so this and she was so that. Why can't y'all leave her alone? She ain't talking about y'all. So why y'all talking about her? I'm talking about she has a whole new man, a whole new man. You know, everything. It's 2 years later, and you still got your ex girlfriend name in your mouth, but you want us to believe that you happy? Like nobody who is happy is sitting around worried about the ex what the ex girlfriend doing, and it's just desperate. And then and not everybody want to bring it to get back together and kumbaya so y'all can team up and make money off of the name. That's pathetic. It says, and with Lele, Coco, Chase, and Ross, all of that is for money, for real, for real. What Ross needs to know is that Chase is taking over her commentary about Trees for real, for real. Yes, it's all strategic to chase Clout, and Trees called it from day one. And I thought Trees was tripping when she called out, when she was like critical, because when Trees first said something negative about Chase, I was like, oh my god, like no, like she's on here defending you, Trees. Like, what are you talking about? What? Hold on, my child just bust up in here. Hold on, y'all. Okay, my bad, y'all. My child don't bust up in here, but yeah, like at first I was like, oh, why is she, saying that these people are chasing Clout? These people are defending you, Trees. They defending you. Hey, Bun 75. I was like, no, I think these people really have your back, but no, Trees was right. Like it's very much so Clout chasing because it's because it seems like as soon as Trees didn't embrace them the way that they wanted her to, it's like okay, we can go over here with Ross, and now our whole opinion about everything gonna change. Cause that's the thing. Tree's been Tree since day one. Like since day one, Tree's been Tree. Nothing about her has changed. That's why I don't understand why anyone would even have wanted to go kiss up under her and be buddy buddy and be her like. Cause this is the thing. Trees has said several times. I'm difficult to deal with. I'm the type of friend where I got trust issues. So, I may feel some type of way sometimes. Like Trees has always 100% been transparent about who the hell she been. So and I'm confused at what the hell was y'all expecting from this lady, and why is it such a big deal that she didn't embrace y'all channels the way y'all wanted her to? I was on here when she was telling, because she was basically saying like she felt like certain people was chasing Clout, and at first I was like, no, these people are really defending you, they really riding for you, and then and now I see what she's saying, because it's like, damn, I mean, y'all was just on here doxing each other, calling each other out, everything but a child of God. Like once you put my address out there, and once you try to like maliciously, put my safety in danger, baby, that's it for you. It's a wrap for you. It's a wrap. We got shit to say to each other. Yeah, like exactly. This is normal. This is the thing. It's only so much, and that's why in this realm of commentary, it's only so much you're going to be able to generate. Like unless you get into other styles of content, and unless you get out here and you really do something that's digestible, you're not gonna just make no damn buku money off of damn tearing nobody down every day, because eventually that's gonna get old, and that's just not something that's going to just have you damn set for life. Like there's no amount of money that will make me come on here daily and bother somebody who ain't bothering me. Like, no. It says Layla's so desperate to get married, trying to prove something to Treese that Treese don't give a fuck about. She would do anything to get that money up for that wedding and them bills they bagged up on. And listen, and okay, baby sunshine, and listen. And the reason why people have these opinions, Coco already called her when they had that knockdown drag out, Coco went upside her head. He already said they was behind on bills. And so I honestly think she doesn't want him. She's only with him because she think LA wants him. And that's sad because baby, listen. baby, listen. Uh-uh. You know, But yeah, it's just the hypocrisy. I think that what this whole situation is lacking is accountability. When people start taking accountability and when people start owning up to the part that they played, that is where we will start to see some, progression and some growth. And that's when we'll start to see the narrative change. If people can just take accountability for where they were wrong and take accountability for the role they played in the situation, then it could potentially, get better. But child, it says you were so right, girl. I can have him. He's a bum. Yeah, he's definitely giving bum vibes. Definitely. It says, did anyone see the proposal? Because I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it, honey. I know they just came on here. And this is the thing, like, if y'all happy and y'all in love, then y'all happy and y'all in love. But the focal point should not be Shreese. Like, if you all are happy in love and progressing forward, the focal point cannot be your ex-girlfriend, because how are you all going to move forward in matrimony and have, this beautiful union with each other when you all want to stay stuck in the past? His ex-girlfriend, that's all in the past, baby. If you know that you got it going on and you know you the best thing since sliced bread and you know you the apple of his eye, then go ahead because go ahead and move forward, and that's, y'all do y'all thing. Like, and all that's gonna happen is they're gonna try to ride trees like they was doing before. Ain't nobody gonna give a damn about it. The content gonna get stale like it got stale last time, and then they're gonna fall right back out of Raw. It's gonna be some more stuff with Raws and all that. This is like this falling out with Raws and Coco. They fell out like 2 times before already. Like the same repetitive cycle is going to continue. What's gonna happen is that they not gonna get the traction they thought they gonna get from trying to come back dragging trees, because we don't heard the same shit y'all don't say about trees 30 times. So then what's gonna happen is they're going to start trying. It's like Coco gonna get jealous like he got jealous last time, and he gonna come for Roz again. Watch what I tell you now, because that's how that happened last time. Last time the drama with Roz and Sharita was overtaking the attention from his channel. He got jealous and he wanted a piece of the pie too, honey. He wanted a piece of the pie too. Hey, who Kim? Hey, hey, hey. Yes, she definitely can have him. And says he got another woman tattooed on his neck and he got another woman necklace on. I wish my man would. Okay. It says Anna Warren has been applied for. Yeah, these folks crazy, honey. These folks is crazy. Queen B says, but it's been 2 years and your man still on Facebook and YouTube talking about his ex. Okay, like something is wrong with that. And I think that you should put the focus on your man and why your man can't get over this woman. What, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is literally crazy. Like, you literally get on here acting as if you are better than this woman, but your man can't stop thinking about her. Like literally, this man go to sleep thinking about her, wake up thinking about her. Hell damn. Do he accidentally call a name out when child? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It says Ross need to see the play while she's so upset. Okay, because I'm talking about he just playing her ass like a fiddle again. All that's gonna happen is this drama with Sharita and Ross gonna continue to go on and on and on and on. Ain't nobody gonna be paying attention to his content, and he gonna start back going at Ross because he know that's what people want to see and hear. Okay, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, baby. Hmm. It says Trees can have him whatever she want him. Man, you know it, honey. She don't want that man. If she wanted that man would have gladly went on there. Treese gave him the boots because he was trying to use her and thought that she was gonna be a fool, let it continue. Honey, he thought that she was too dumb to see that he was there trying to collect the check, and she caught on real fast. He took her kindness for weakness, and because she definitely was being kind, because baby, he wouldn't have stepped foot up in my damn house. Okay, but he took her kindness for weakness at that point, and her love. Some people love hard, some people are genuine people, and they're the type of people that, if they up and they got it, everybody around them gonna be eating good. And he saw that and thought that he was finna just have his way with it, thought he was finna go to the moon, and he got shut the hell down, and he had to come run on over here and bash her for a couple dollars. Hey, Ayana. Hey, hey, hey. Francis said, I feel like she was. Hold on 1 second. Jewel says she is the groom and he is the bride, in my opinion. Okay. Okay, honey. Hold on, y'all. Okay, honey. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing with nobody who wants to talk about their ex-girlfriend all day. I can't do nothing with it. Can't do nothing with it. I'm sorry. Sorry, sir. You need to go if hell if you want to talk about that much, that means you must miss her. Go on ahead back over there and see if you can get back in good because your damn show can't come over here with that. I'm talking about I would be definitely annoyed and aggravated. It was one time they was on his damn birthday trip and he on the car in the way to wherever they going for his birthday or whoever birthday it was at the time, talking about his girlfriend. Nigga, we is on vacation. And you want to talk about your damn ex-girlfriend. We is on vacation, sir. Like that's the real problem. That's the real delusion. Everybody want to get on here and say, oh, Tree's delusional, oh, Tree's this, or she crazy. Or now y'all is stalking her at this point. At this point, okay? It says, yeah, they're big liars over there. It says Tree's got coke and they life alone. I'm talking about they gonna be damn 20 years in, still talking about this damn woman. Like what's going on? I just don't understand, but all in all, I think that it's like I said, going back to the original my point that I wanted to make tonight. You cannot roll around in the dirt and you cannot it says let me pin you. But yeah, like you cannot roll around in the dirt and you cannot get out here and go back and forth with people and be nasty and dox people and talk about people innocent grandbabies and talk about people child. And then that's another thing. They tried to ride Sharita Child about getting pregnant by her man, but I'm looking like Miss Ma'am, girl, where your husband at? Because last time I tell you, you got a baby dad like everybody else. You have a baby daddy like everybody else. Okay, you on here talking about this girl for getting pregnant by her boyfriend fast. Like it's shit like that. That is hypocritical. And it's just like as you start talking about it, it's just so many things have transpired and so many things have happened. And it's kind of like nobody in this situation has room to be going to take no legal action on no damn body. The only people who need to take some legal action is on people that gave that damn money that time for that giveaway, okay, or whatever the hell it was, the dues, the donations, and nobody could clearly explain where the hell them people money went. That's the only people that need to be right take some damn legal action. Like ain't no legal action because somebody got on here and cussed your ass out because you don't know how to let go. And that's just what it is. I think it's hypocrisy. I think that it's contradictory. I think that you cannot be on here trying to pull the damn lawyer card when you on here every day acting and showing your ass and acting a fool. And I'm sorry, I just don't know. I don't know anyone who's in a career and this is not me trying to discredit what somebody doing, because if you are a lawyer or an attorney or whatever, that's what you do. But you should spend more time perfecting your craft in a positive way. I just cannot imagine being a lawyer and having to get on the YouTube streets every day and windmill with folks about some shit that my mama started. Period. Like that's just not something that a woman who wants to present herself as this person who is just so prestigious and so like if you really all that in a bag of chips and you really popping it like that, then just do something different and vibrate higher, because this is giving very much so low vibrational. This is very giving very much so. How the hell do you have a full-time job and do this every day? I promise you, I don't have half the paperwork to look over that a lawyer has, but and I damn sure ain't finna come on here every day rolling in the mud with nobody. Okay. Lay say she won. What I don't know. What I don't. Oh, Lay say she won. What I don't know. Okay, because I know she ain't talking about damn Coco. Because I agree. I think she's crazy. She's so dingbatty to me. Definitely. Definitely. But it's crazy. It's just it's too many comparisons. It's too many trying to sit up here and make people feel like less than. It's too many people who ain't got you, just like my grandma used to say, you don't have sweep around your own front door. Everybody around here has a story, has a testimony. Nobody has any room to be sitting back, creating no platform to ruin nobody. Because at the end of the day, let's not forget how we all got here. We all got here. Hey, the real fee. Hey, hey, hey. Kimberly says Nana should just stay out of the drama between her mom and Trees. Yeah, because the points that she's trying to make to defend her mom, you just sound dumb as hell. Like, don't get me wrong, no one is going to want to see their mother being attacked. I don't think anybody wants to see their mom being attacked. But you have to step back and understand that your mom does this for a living. Your mom gets on here and she makes the conscious decision to bash and tear down another black woman daily. So what do you think is going to come from that? And this is something that your mom is declared that she's going to continue to do, and she's not going to stop. So at what point do you pull away and be like, okay, well, I can't be on here trying to go tit for tat because it's never going to end. It ain't no winning in this situation. There's not gonna be no winners. Y'all gonna keep saying shit about Sharita family. Sharita gonna come keep saying shit about y'all. It's gonna be a back and forth, back and forth. There is nothing that you can say to try to big yourself up and make yourself seem like you better than nothing, because your behavior is not displaying that you're better than. If you want to be better than, if you want to convince us that you are the creme de la creme, then you need to vibrate higher and not come on here lying on folks. Don't come on here talking about folks' babies. Don't come on here damn doing all this low vibrational shit. It says the real Fifi says, "Nah, you see how the lady run to the law because she can't take Rita. She thinks she can bully and harass people, but run to the police people to defend themselves." Exactly, exactly. Hey, Doris McKinney says hi, nice to Jay in chat. She said she won. Why keep talking about LA? Nobody uh wants one bad, but her and her body get on here and talk about roots and. Mm. Yeah, it's definitely stalking. Yeah, Lele didn't win shit, honey. Wait, Lele won a damn sorry ass man that's going upside her head. That's what you won. Okay, sis. Well, you could have that prize in the day, baby. You got it. The real Fifi, that's because her mammy social media accounts in the daughter name, and better believe the daughter getting a cut from them checks. That's why they won't stop. And that that maybe that I mean that's been the rumors that's going around here, and it's like, damn, well, that would make sense because it's like, I mean, at some point, whether it's your mother or not, if you don't want to be attacked, and if you don't want your family to be attacked, and you don't want to, hear people talking about your child and all this and the third, and you can't be condoning that type of behavior. Period. Hey, Laura reacts. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, she definitely has encouraged her mom to do that, Francis. It says, now you think she used one of them box as a floater at the beach. Why? Oh, child, y'all, and that's another thing. How they don't win any on these boxes and what's in this box. That's another thing. And that's, look, I just keep on different points keep popping up in my head as I'm going along. And that's another thing. Even if, like, because a lot of people are saying that Roz had some dialysis boxes with her in the hotel room, because it didn't make sense why she had those boxes, right? And this is a thing, not saying that you are obligated to come on here and tell people your personal business, because some people are playing on people downfall, and so you don't want to come out here and put out certain sensitive information. But at the same time, for you to be someone who is continuously dragging and degrading and prying into somebody else's business, and you can't even just come on here and tell the truth about what you may have going on. You can't even come on here and tell your testimony, even if you is on dialysis, even if you are having certain issues. Now that it's been exposed, you are still ashamed to come on here and speak freely about what you're going through and what you're overcoming, but you want somebody to open up their life so you can rip it apart. Like, come on now. Bobby Davis says, I'm a sub now. Just want to say you're right. This mess started between her mom and another creator, so that daughter can run to the law because her mother and sister coming out in the wash too. The real Fifi says, nah, the boxes was stacked to the ceiling. She had a whole fire hazardous in the people hotel. and the real Fifi, you is funny, honey. But yeah, like even if that's the case, even if your dialysis boxes got exposed, how hard is that to talk about? You know why it's so hard for you to talk about? Because you have been so damn nasty and vicious that you shame. You got to be ashamed of your life, and that's a damn shame. It's a shame that you can't even come on here and just openly talk about something that people have gone through a lot of time. You think you don't want to right here on dialysis? You think other people ain't on dialysis? That's something that people go through, and you shame to talk about it, but you want to ride everybody else. And you know why you shame? You shame because you know you sit on here and you've been so vicious and you've been so nasty and you've been so judgmental and you've been so condescending that you are literally a grown woman ashamed to admit that you go through things too. You literally are obsessed with making it seem as if your life is perfect when it's not. Like, and it's okay if your life is not perfect. It is okay. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that you can relate to if you are going through that, and they can, and you all can share your testimonies of how you all deal with that. But because you were so prideful and because you were so gung ho on bringing somebody else down, you want to sit on here and deflect from that. It's like the layers are getting uncovered. You're getting exposed just like you on here was trying to expose Treese. But the difference between you and Treese is Treese can own up to her shortcomings. She can speak freely about what she's been through. She's not ashamed to say she's been on Section 8. She ain't ashamed to say that she's been to jail before. She ain't ashamed to say, that she's had trauma in her childhood. She ain't ashamed to talk about where she got it wrong. But you can't do that. You can't get on here and talk about your shortcomings because you're too embarrassed. Because you think that everything in life is a competition, and it's not. We're human. People go through things. It says they ain't gonna win with Rita. Rita ain't gonna stop until they stop. They might as well give it up. Okay? They might as well give it up, baby. They might as well strap on their combat boots and just sit back and get ready for war, because honey, she ain't gonna stop. Those was diapers, so she say. Why the heck? What now? And that's the thing. Then you insult people intelligence by saying, okay, and it's the thing. I didn't see the boxes, so I can't say what they were for a fact, right? But why would you need that many diapers on a vacation? I mean, come on now, come on. And it's like you're insulting people's intelligence every time. Just like you got on here and you told a bold-faced lie about being a homeowner, and then you're gonna tell your audience, yeah, everybody, I was just a little insecure about renting. I was a little insecure. That don't even make sense. No, you was trying to pop your shit. You was trying to make it seem like your life is, your life is something that it ain't. And you was too ashamed to walk in your truth. And that's why, as much as you get on here and you tear someone, and that's how I know that you really are miserable in your own life, because you can't stand in your own truth. So you're steady trying to peel back the layers of everybody else's. You're trying to unmask everyone else. You're trying to unmask everyone else's trauma. You're trying to unmask everyone else's misfortunes. You're trying so hard to belittle and tear down one person because you're really insecure with yourself. You're really in competition with everybody else because you really have some insecurities that you're battling on the inside. You're really lacking something. You really don't feel accomplished. You really don't feel like you are all that. Because if you was all that, you wouldn't have shit to prove to nobody. You wouldn't have to brag about shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I am on dialysis, and what? And so what? So, but you can't do that because you're too busy trying to live up to what you think winning is. You know? uh Vianda Williams says you are so right. You are absolutely right. Speak your truth. Thank you. Hey, exclusive D. Hey. L'Oreal says Shrek, it amazed me she couldn't take what she dished out. What if exactly, like, you cannot take what you dish out. Like, you cannot take the fact that you're now under attack, but you want to attack someone else. It don't work like that, baby. Thank you, Queen Bee. Thank you. It says she said them was diapers for 3-year-old twins. Them kids too damn be older wearing diapers. I honestly don't believe they was diapers. Like I said, I didn't see the boxes. So I can't say for a fact what they was, but I don't think there was no diapers, baby. Says we're supposed to be more supportive of each other. That's how you help people, not by dragging them on in there. Exactly, exactly, and that is exactly what my whole purpose was for speaking out on my platform. Because Trish is not the first content creator that I have defended. I have defended other content creators as well, and it's the fact that I hate when people create these channels to tear other mothers down because none of us have this thing called life all the way figured out all the time. As accomplished as with me as we may be, as successful as we may be, as many wins as we've had in life, life is just, it throws curveballs. It's unpredictable, and there is no reason to sit back and judge someone so harshly for being human. Now, if somebody's out here harming people, doing nasty things to people, unaliving people, doing, that's a whole different ball game. But just because someone may have had misfortunes with their kids, just because someone may have, had a criminal history, just because someone may have, been in the wrong relationship, everybody has a story to tell. And every single thing that you've judged this woman for, now you're being exposed for the very same thing. You expose Latrice for because she really started talking about her really heavily, with the whole her, and she had been talking about her. But when her and Coco, had their whole falling out and all of that, that's when you really went hard on her. You went hard on this woman because she had to kick a bomb ass nigga to the curb. But you also dealt with a relationship where you had to, leave a man that wasn't serving you. It's, things out here that are saying that you also had a man that possibly was no good up under your roof. So how can you act as if you just have no type of, you can't relate? And now, don't get me wrong. Latrice she's one of them people who just blew up overnight, and she's not the traditional put together goody two shoes. And so a lot of people see her and they just can't see how she's the chosen one. How does she get 1 million followers? How can she be so, so successful on Facebook, and she look like this and she act like this and she got this going on? And so people don't like that and they talk about it. And it's okay if you want to have a conversation about what you're viewing. But when you start tearing people down as if you've never had a misfortune, as if you've never had any type of shortcoming in your life, as if you've gotten it right all the time, where you know damn well that you haven't, that's when the problem kicks in for me. That's all I'm saying. Hey Diane, hey, hey, hey. The real fee says, I saw one of the bosses get up and move. Them boss didn't want to be there around her ass either. Like, if you lie about that, you lie about anything. Right. Like, literally, like, you wanted to make this woman feel so bad. You lied about owning your home, which is the stupidest shit I ever heard. Like, that's some high school shit. Oh Lord. Hey, Lady Ace. Hey, hey, hey. It says maybe depends. I mean, maybe they were depends. Maybe they were. I didn't see them. The Riffy says, now so you ain't see all them boxes stacked to the ceiling sucking up all the oxygen. No, because this is the thing. Like, I don't watch Roz. Like, so when she went on vacation and all that, I didn't even watch it. I just watch whatever drama unfolds after the fact. That's all I watch. So I just can't sit here and watch it like that because I don't like it. It says, let's press the like button, like ring the doorbell. Yes, honey, hit that like button. It says, amen. They have similarities with each other. Ross is, yes, very much so jealous. Very much so jealous. Spicy says, all facts. Yes, like, I think that is the issue here. It's not that, because I understand we're all human, right? And so I understand that it's hard to hear someone talking about your brother. It's hard to hear somebody talking about your child. You know what I'm saying? So I understand how, it could be tempting to come on here and windmill with people when they are going there, right? But you have to look at the source. You have to be intelligent enough to look at the source. For someone who brags about how intelligent they are, you have to sit back and be intelligent enough to be real. Like, it don't need to keep throwing around your accolades and what you've accomplished if you don't have the common knowledge to assess the situation that you found yourself in. For example, like when I was in a relationship and I was getting cheated on, I could not sit there and be delusional and be like, oh my God, woe is me. Oh my God, I'm getting cheated on. I'm just my life is over. No, I had to assess the situation and I had to see, well, first of all, how did you get here? How did you get to the point where you're in this relationship and you're unhappy? And what changes do you need to make going forward to not land here again? I can't just sit here and want all my friends and my family to feel sorry for me. Like, I have to see what role that I play in this toxic situation so that I don't end back up there. And so that is the situation that we have here. We have people who are unwilling to understand the role that they played. Yeah, these people in there, they talk about my deceased son, they talk about my grandbabies, they talk about me, but how did I get there and what am I doing on my end? Oh, well, my child is dragging the hell out the lady grandbaby. Oh, my child is talking about her son wanting to unalive himself. Oh, my, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I am, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's the lack of self awareness and it's the lack of just keeping it real with yourself. Like, sis, like, come on now. It says, no, over there talking like she's so innocent. She swears up and down the reader's going down, and I am seeming to forget that yeah, like, come on. And this is how deep in the trenches this family is. It's to the point where guns have been flashed. Like, when you to the point where you got to get on here and wave your gun at the camera, you know you're too deep in the trenches. You too deep in, and you need to take a step back and say, how did I even get here? How did I even get to the point where I'm arguing with strangers on the internet and I'm flashing my gun? Like, what is life? Like, what has life come to? Lady Ace 44 says it's just so weird how everything she said about Treese is her same story. I think that's why she be attacking her the way she right. Like, everything that you have said about this woman has somehow come back on you tenfold. And it's kind of like, just stop while you are ahead. One thing about it, two things for certain, you are never going to win when you're playing dirty. I said this about, there was another content creator on here. She was doing the same thing Roz did. Except for the other content creator who got her page taken off doing what Roz did. She was dealing with a more seasoned YouTuber, right? Because, I used to defend this girl named Keisha Anderson, and Keisha was able to successfully get her harasser's page taken down. And trust me, Roz is 20 times worse than that girl was who was harassing Keisha, right? So I don't see how the hell she still has a page, but I think it just comes with the fact that Keisha has been on this platform a little while longer, and she was a little bit more seasoned, so she was able to successfully get her person's page snatched to hell up, and that person couldn't come back to YouTube ever. And she was doing the same thing that Roz was doing. She was like, oh no, she was arrogantly thinking that she was popping it, and oh, I'm gonna keep harassing her, I'm gonna keep talking about her kids, I'm gonna keep doing this, I'm gonna keep doing that. And then whoop, one day that page was gone, baby, and she tried to come back and they snatched that one, and she tried to come back again, they snatched that one. Like, it's the day is going to come where you're going to have to stop. And I think that, in this situation, there's just so many layers, and it's just so much that has been done and so much that has been said. It's like, I don't see how anyone on that side of the fence, I don't see how you all think you all are the victims. You're not. You're very much so the aggressors. Very much so. Very much so selective memory, Sharpie. Very much so. There's nothing gonna happen to Rita. The court's gonna throw it out. Fluffy attacked her first. I'm sure Rita got proof. Yeah, like, come on now. Yes, she definitely do. I'm proud of Rita for standing her ground. She ain't wrong at all. So I'm with you when you're right, and you are no one, uh, and you are nowhere on the left with this one. Okay, like, I think that I think that everyone can learn from this situation and understand that we have to first start by taking accountability, and we have to stop throwing rocks and trying to hide your hand. You have to understand that what if none of this has taught you, and this is for Roz, if none of this have taught you that you need to change it up and stop, and if you continue to keep going and continue to keep attacking trees the way that you're attacking trees, then it's gonna be the same thing every day. Every day you're gonna be on here windmilling every day until you ain't even gonna have the platform to windmill no more. And that's just how I feel about it. Period. That's just how I feel about it. So she is protecting her past on trees because try me be busting. I'm talking about she be busting her out, and that's what she gets. And like I said, I am intelligent enough to understand that while it's not right, the certain actions and certain things that are being said back and forth are very nasty, mean, and vulgar. At the same time, it all started with a action that caused a reaction, and we all just need to regroup and rethink about how we got here. That's it. That's it. That's all. And I'm gonna end it on that because I've been on here for almost 2 hours. We need to stop, regroup, and rethink how we got here. And before we go to try to bust somebody bubbles and tearing people down and trying to throw our accolades around on people, think about how we got here. Because it don't matter what your job title is, it don't matter what you got going on in your life. If you are participating in low vibrational activities every day, tearing people down, and you think that you're going to get some good from that, you ain't. It's inconceivable that you get to the point of feeling like you have to wave a gun on YouTube and still won't take a break from this. She's still gonna allow just by everything that crazy, right? Exactly. When you to the point where you gotta wave a gun, you in too deep, and you gotta take a step back, and you gotta understand what role you play. But thank y'all for hanging in here with me tonight. Lady A said you're right. Yeah, thank you. But thank y'all for hanging in here. Like I said, it's going on 2 hours. Thank you. This is also messy. Yeah. Like I thank y'all for listening to me and joining in. I just think that we're lacking in this situation. The people involved who want to throw out legal action, you all are lacking accountability. You got to start with accountability because if this does go before a judge, he gonna want to know what you did too. You can't just come in there and shove what Sharita doing down somebody's throat. What you did though, but what you did, but what you said. And that's how it's gonna go. But that's all I got for y'all. I love y'all and thank y'all for hanging in here with me. We had a good time. Y'all got almost 2 hours out of me. I'm finna go enjoy the rest of my Friday night. But I love y'all. Thank you to all the new subscribers, everybody who's still here. If you ain't hit the like button, hit that like button now. And I will talk to y'all later. We're gonna see how this turn out. And I will see y'all in my next video. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love y'all. Good night.